Well, good morning, everybody. It's, let's see, Tuesday, the 6th of April. And I think how I could sum up my last week is parenting is hard. Not sure how many of you are parents out there, but I got a run for my money this week. Yeah, it's been quite interesting. And oh, also, I'm in my car because I thought we were going to go for a walk, and then I realized that my phone was like almost dead. So, apologies for my car. There's Mo. We were going to go for a walk. We'll have to walk after the live. But hey, I always love like walking around and showing you blue skies, but well, you get to see my headrest today. So, yeah, so parenting's been pretty tough lately. And it's always fun to have parenting woes on big holidays. So, kind of turns the holiday into not fun. So, that was us this weekend. Yes, I know it will get better. Yes, I know that every teenager has to go through that time, and we are going through it. So, that's us. Yeah, pretty fun. Let's see, what else am I going to say here today? I wonder how your Easter was. I can't even really say that I enjoyed my Easter, so I don't have much to say on my end. But I wonder how your Easter was and how you are. Somebody just asked what time it is in the U.S., and it is 9 o'clock in the morning, actually 9:07. So, yes, that's what time it is. Interesting that when I think about parenting and I think about when I was a kid, and some of you who are my parents' age can think of when you were a kid, and I think the main thing is that my kids have so much more than I ever had. And they are entitled. I always said my kids are not going to be entitled. And they are. And it breaks my heart. Yeah. So I guess the question is, how do you take that entitlement and just crush it? Because I can't think of a more ugly thing than entitlement. It's so ugly. Yeah. So, craziness. Yes, very, very crazy. Sometimes I kind of wish that, take us back to the 1800s. The Nellie Olsons in the world, they were entitled, right? Take us back to no shoes and barely having enough food for the winter. Like, entitlement doesn't breed there, Not that I wish that on my children. I just have to figure out a way to enlighten them. Anyway, interesting enough, our chapter today is about kids, and these chapters always seem to line up. I'm not quite sure how it happens, but we're talking today about the episode from season 3, episode 11, Blizzard. This one is so sad. And I always feel so bad for Charlotte with this episode, and she always says that, hold on a second, she always says that on the set they would tease her and say, oh, there goes Miss Beadle killing the kids again. So that's what this episode is about. The blizzard where she sends them home into a snowstorm, and they almost die on their way home, and the whole town is searching for them in the snow. So But so interesting that when our kids are little, the most thing that we're concerned about is their physical well-being, right? They're not running into the street, not getting stolen by a stranger, not drowning in a pool, whatever it is, falling off the roof and breaking their arm, whatever. And as they get older, the physical safety isn't as much of a concern. It's more the emotional, the relational, and the spiritual, for sure. So, anyway, very cool. So that's what we're reading today. And the chapter is called Fear or Faith. And the quote is from Carolyn Ingalls, and she says, "Miss Beadle, where are the children?" All right, here we go. Those who care for children shoulder a great responsibility. And when things go wrong, as they often do, fear can rush in. I know it happens to every parent at some point. Teachers are like parents, except they have more children to keep track of. Miss Beadle felt the weight of responsibility when she unknowingly dismissed the students of Walnut Grove to walk home when a blizzard was coming. When faced with the unknown, we have a choice to make. God tells us to turn our backs on fear and reach for faith. When my daughter was a toddler, 6 moms joined us at the beach. The umbrella-lined shore was piled thick with countless towels and coolers. Our kids built sandcastles and jumped over the small waves. We chatted among the dirty hands gripping plastic shovels. Hours passed, and as we started to pack up, I looked for my children. I saw my son building a castle with a moat, but my daughter was nowhere in sight. All the moms jumped into action. One searched the parking lot, another the playground. The rest of us joined hands, fear on each face, and walked slowly through the water. My heart rate soared, and I could barely keep the tears back. I expected to find my sweet girl face down in the water. I'd like to say that God was my strength, that my faith trumped my fear, but I was consumed with panic. I prayed for peace, but seconds later, I wasn't trusting that He knew best. I was upset He might allow an early end to my daughter's life. True faith silences fear. In every difficult situation, our options lie before us: fear or faith. I did find my daughter, squatting with 5 new little friends down the beach, happy as a sand crab digging. Not all stories have such happy endings. Fear is a natural reaction. But even in the midst of panic, we must hold on to the promise that God is with us and will give us peace. Choose faith, even when everything is crashing down, even when all hope seems lost. Whether our eyes are on an entire classroom of responsibilities or on just 2 little munchkins, we can trust the Lord. Faith will always lead to peace. And the verse is from John 14:27, and it says, "I leave the gift of peace with you, my peace, not the kind of fragile peace given by the world, but my perfect peace. Don't yield to fear or be troubled in your hearts. Instead, be courageous." Be courageous. Yeah. So I couldn't believe it last night. I was sitting here thinking, what am I going to talk to these people about tomorrow? What am I just going to vent about my hormonal, selfish teenager? And then I read this and I'm like, wow, oh my gosh, I have to choose fear or faith. I have to choose whether I'm going to just panic and freak out and think that my kid is going to turn into a homeless loser because he's so selfish, or I'm going to have faith that this is just a little season and it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be okay. But I do need to hold on to faith. I need to hold on to faith. I need to trust that He's going to take care of that kid. He's going to bring him back. But it's hard. It's really hard. My watch is beeping. Why is my watch beeping? So yeah, good times here. I will say that of all the advice that I've gotten from people over the last few days, almost all of them have said, you need to be tough. And that's interesting that that verse, the very end, said, don't yield to fear or be troubled in your hearts. Instead, be courageous. I think I might need to be courageous. I think I might need to pull on my parent pants and stand up to my children. Well, it's really just one. Not that I don't have to stand up to the other one, but at this moment, we're not having that issue. So, yeah, I got to be courageous. I got to say, this isn't really how the world works. And somehow you're going to figure that out. So yeah, pretty crazy. Enough of that. So that's me this week. I'm on my knees praying. I'm praying for wisdom. I'm praying for a soft heart. We're having a pretty epic family meeting on Wednesday night, tomorrow night. So, yeah, it's going to be good. So that's me this week, to be completely real. I tell you that this is like baby Grace in real life. Like, I bring it at you. So I hope that that's okay. Some of you aren't parents. Maybe this doesn't make any sense to you. Sorry about that. But you know, I'm sure even if you're not a parent, you've encountered a selfish person in your life and what you do with that. Imagine having them in your house, and it's just hard. So, yeah, there's me. Let's see, what am I looking forward to? I've got 2.5 weeks till the Cherry Blossom Festival. And speaking of Charlotte this morning, Charlotte will be with me. So I am super stoked to hang out with Charlotte for the weekend. So fun. We'll be in Missouri. It's in Marshfield. It's right outside of Mansfield, where where Laura and Almanzo's house is at Rocky Ridge. So we'll probably get to go there. I'm hoping to take lots of videos and maybe even hang out with you in front of the Wilder home. Might be fun. Haven't been there in a couple years because last year it got canceled. So yeah, we're getting really, really excited. Somebody just asked Allison too. I don't know. I haven't heard for sure. I knew that it was a maybe. She was trying to decide if she was going to feel comfortable going. So I'm not sure on that. You might know more if you listen to her every day. So, anyway, but I know Charlotte's going to be there and we're super excited. So yeah, that's the plan here. Besides taking my dog for a walk and getting everything ready for Cherry Blossom Festival, I have been wrapping up wagons and little prairie dolls and making sure I have all the things I need. I already shipped a couple boxes of books there. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out and see people and be safe for sure, and try to give everyone a wonderful experience. I know everyone has not been able to do any events in person, so any Little House events. So I think this is probably the first one. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm gonna go take my walk. I'm gonna turn my car off since it's still charging my phone here, and walk. And I hope you guys have a great day. And if you are in a season of struggle with whatever, remember, I think any situation that you're in, you have the choice to choose fear or faith, no matter what it is. And when we choose fear, it really becomes just this downward spiral of no good stuff. So take a deep breath. Remember that God's with you and that we have hope. We have hope. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you all soon. Okay, bye. Love you guys.